Hello friends, my name is Dr. Srinath Mangrikar. I am from Department of Mathematics, Elevation Arts Science and Commerce College, Panchoti, Nashik. Today I am going to tell you about useful websites for research students. As we all know about, the research students are starting their research. When they're starting their research, at the first stage, they don't know where to go, which websites they have to use, and which journals are useful. So here are some websites which are useful for the at the first stage. Remember, these all the things are generally, most of the case or most of the data are taken from the Wikipedia. So what is research? There are different types of views towards the research depending upon the stream and subject in which particular students were working. It can help, or it can be thought of as a creative work to increase the knowledge of community. There are generally three steps, namely arising a question, collection data towards the solution, and fit the data. Present your work to find the appropriate answer of questions. So starting from your question, then from that question collect your data towards the data which fits to the question or answer of that question, and then present all the work with appropriate answer, means by using graphs, by using statistical data, or maybe by using conclusion, in the most of the cases conclusion of your question or towards your question. So there are four types of research, which are scientific research, historical research, artistic research, documentary research. In most of the cases, scientific research is being done for, say, botany, zoology, mathematics, electronics, science and technology. Science and technology, one can say that. Historical research like archaeology or history and so on. Artistic research, arts faculty, and documentary research, mainly depending upon the review of that research. So, 7 steps of research process. The following 7 steps outline a simple, effective strategy for finding information of a research paper. Documentary, the source you find, which will be helpful. This information can be taken from the web page of Cornell University Library. So these 7 steps are: identify and develop your topic, find background information, use caption to find particular media and journal, use index to find periodic articles, find additional internet resources, evaluate what you find, and then all these citation with content, the proper format. The citations are important because we are most of the cases using their ideas, which will be helpful to prove our ideas or to shortlist the new things. So the citation is important. So today, in new artificial intelligence or machine learning era, that is in 3D printing era, or in Wi-Fi instead of Wi-Fi area, high-speed internet era, the students have thousands of options on Google. If you put up any word on Google, there are billions or millions, minimum millions of pages are there. But which is the best or which is useful, that is important, because each and every page cannot be opened and cannot be read at random. So these are the following related useful websites which I thought which are useful for the research work. There are, I have given mainly important 25: Google Scholar, Microsoft Academic, World Science, ERIC Educational Resource Information Center, Springer Link, iSeek, ResearchGate, Byfield Academic Research Center or Search Engine, Infotopia, PubMed Central, LexisNexis, Core, Semantic Scholar, Academic Research Alliance, Google Books, Archive, DOSA, Indian Citation Index, JGate, Gesture, Mendeley, My Science Work, Web of Science, Scopus, and ZMath, particularly used for mathematics subject. Okay, so as we have seen earlier, there are most important and useful 25 websites. So let's see some information about them. The first one is Google Scholar. It's a freely accessible web search engine that indexes the full text or metadata of scholarly literature across an array of publishing formats and disciplines. The Google Scholar includes most peer-reviewed online academic journals and books, conference papers, the dissertations, preprints, abstracts, technical reports. It allows users to search for digital and physical copies of articles, whether online or in libraries. It has a related article feature. So if you go to the related article feature, through which Google Scholar presents a list of closely related articles. So if I want some an article based upon, say, fractional calculus in mathematics, so I will go to the related article feature, just put up a fractional calculus, and it will give you all the similar results, articles, original results also about the fractional calculus, but also taking into account the relevance of each paper also. The academic search engine optimization has been applied to Google Scholar, through which the creation, publication, and modification of all the scholarly literature in a way to make easier for academic search engines to both crawling and indexing it. It has been adopted by search organizations such as Elsewhere, Open Science, Mendeley, and Sage Publishing to optimize their articles ranking in Google Scholar also. So if you have published a paper and the journal says it has citations in Google Scholar, so it will be very useful to cite the paper also. Okay. The next one comes to the Microsoft Academic. It contains records for books, conference papers, and journals. It is a free web search engine for academic publications and literatures. It currently indexes over 220 million publications and 88 millions of which are journal articles. So you can see there are lots of options for searching your related articles to the Microsoft Academic. The next one is Worldwide Science. It's a global science search engine designed to accelerate scientific discovery and progress by accelerating the sharing of scientific knowledge. Its scientific database and portals is in more than 70 countries, so one can think of as it is accessible around one third of worldwide countries, covering all the world's inhabited continents and over 3/4 of the world's population. So one can think of as a worldwide science, as a better option to the Google Scholar also. It has a mobile version also, which has released in 2011. Then comes the Educational Resource Information Center, which is an online digital library of education, research, and information. Sponsored by United States Department of Education, which has access of 1.5 million records, abstract, and the data of journals, articles, other educational related materials also, with hundreds of new records added every week. The collection begins in 1966, so you can think of as lots of articles are there, are older also, so one can have the older data required, then can use this website also, which contains research synthesis, books, journal articles, conference paper, technical reports, the thesis, policy papers, and other educational related materials. So it's the best educational research information center, useful for those people or the student who is searching for a material which is much older. Then comes to the Springer link. It's an online collection of over 1200 peer-reviewed journals, 25 book series published by Springer covering a variety of topics, mostly in science, social science, and humanities. In most of the cases, the best individual or institutional subscriptions is available back to 1996 for each current journal title subscription. For earlier coverage, subscribers must purchase the historical archives from 1843 to 1996 with additional costs. So you can think of as a before 1966 also one can have the data from Springer link with additional cost. Each individual record provides the user with the title of the article or book, author name, affiliation, bibliographic information about the journal or book. So the detailed information is given, and The full text of the article is in the PDF format also available. Then next comes the ISEEC. It was founded in 2002 as a part of National Research University, Higher School of Economics, for providing scientific research on statistics, socio-economic developments in science, technology and innovations, education and training information, communication technologies. It's a research press of Higher School of Economics as a Russian center of expertise in the field of statistics and new economy. So if you have friends from Russia and the information is required, though the available is there on website, but you can use the ISEEC website to have the information from this website. Then comes the Infotopia, a Google alternative safe search engine. So they call themselves as a Google alternative safe search engines for students, offering information and reference in the field of art, social science, social issues, social problems, science and technology, health, biographics, mathematics, news, etc. It is for basic study in the field of research, and most of the contents are in the basic field of the research, basic study in the field of research. So one can go at the starting period of research, use this website Infotopia. Then comes the ResearchGate, the most important and currently the hot, one can say that like a Facebook, the hot website in the field of research. It's a European commercial social networking site for scientists and research, like a Facebook, to share papers, ask and answer questions, and find collaborators. While reading articles, it does not require any registrations. People who wish to become a site members need to have an email address of a recognized institution or their recognized institution, or to be manually confirmed as a published researcher in order to sign up for an account. The ResearchGate index self-published information on a user profile to suggest members to connect with others having similar interest area. So like a Facebook, one can have connection with his friend in on ResearchGate. The researcher having similar areas, it automatically gives the connection with the, or suggest the members who are in your the field of your interest, which will be helpful for you for the further research. It also has private chat room where users can share the data, edit, share documents, or discuss confidential topics also. Then comes Byfield Academic Search Engine, that is BASE, which is a multidisciplinary search engine to scholarly internet resources created by Byfield University Library, Germany. User can search bibliographic metadata including abstract also. However, it does not currently offer a full text search. It surpassed more than 100 millions of documents threshold, having indexed 183,705 documents from 4,695 contents source around 2016. So the lots of data are there on the journal website. Then we have a PubMed Center, which is a free digital repository that archives publicly accessible full text scholarly articles that have been published within the biomedical and life science journal literature. So it's basically, in most of the cases, the journals are biomedical and life science as one of the major research database within the suite of research or resources that have been developed by the National Center for Biotechnology Information. It is much more than just a documentary repository. Submissions into PMC undergoes an indexing and formatting procedure which results in enhanced metadata, medical ontology, and unique identifiers, which all enrich the XML structure data for each article on demand. More than 5.2 million articles and more than 1 lakh papers along with 4,000 journals were in the repository right now. So those who are interested in biomedical and life science journal literature, they can go to this PubMed Central website. Then we have LexisNexis, which is a corporation providing a computer assisted legal research as well as business research and risk management service. The main important products are case laws, articles, publication news, court documents, lawyer marketing, law practices, management tools, media monitoring tools, supply management tools, sales intelligence solutions, and market intelligence tools. Those can say that those who are interested in the field of commercial or commerce and management, they can use this website to have lots of things which are needed from this website. Then we have a core, that is Center for Operation Research and Econometrics. The students who are interested in operation research and economics and mathematics, as an interdisciplinary research institute of, they can go to this website having integrated fundamental and applied research in the field of economics and game theory, econometrics, quantitative and economic geography, and operation research. The main objective are for setting quality research, developing networking connections for scientific exchange and collaboration, training young doctoral and postdoctoral researchers, as well as making professionals in the public and private sectors benefit from scientific knowledge. So the main object is not just research, more than research, so that it helps you after your doctorate also for postdoctoral research. Then we have Semantic Scholar. It's a project developed at the Allen Institute for Artificial Intelligence. So those who are interested now in artificial intelligence and machine learning can go to the Semantic Scholars. Publicly released in 2015, it is designed to be an AI-backed search engine as artificial intelligence for scientific journal articles. In 2019, the number of papers included had gone to more than 173 millions of papers in the related field. So you can think of how the fast this field, that is artificial intelligence, machine learning, is growing. Then we have Academic Research Alliance. It's an organization, first of all, which is founded as the Academic Research Alliance on 2001. Currently, the organization name is an ARA, which is originally created to involve students in scientific activities. It welcomes anyone who agrees with the organization's purpose, mission, and objectives. One of the main principles of this organization is that information and knowledge should not find any barriers, and people should be able to freely access for all. So it does not depend on which country from you are and from which religion you are. It completely based upon the research. Then we have the most important, that is Google Books, founded in 2005. Initiative has been held for the potential of our unprecedented access to what may become the largest online body of human knowledge. More than 40 millions of books has been scanned from all the subjects in 2019. In response to search queries, Google Books allows users to view full pages from books in which the search term appear if the book is out of copyright or if the copyright owner has given the permission only. Otherwise, some of the pages are not available. Then we have Archive. Other than Google Scholar, it is the best open access repository of electronic reprints, e-prints approved for posting after moderation only, but not full peer review. Remember this one. It consists of scientific papers in the field of mathematics, physics, astronomy, electric engineering, computer science, quantitative biology, statistics, mathematical finance, and economics, which can be accessed online. In many fields, mathematics and physics, almost all scientific papers are self-archived on archive repository. Nowadays, the submission were increased to 10,000 per day. So you can think of how the publications and the research is growing in this field. It made possible by the compact text file format, which allowed scientific papers to be easily transmitted over the internet and read client side. Then we have Directory of Open Access Journals, which is a website that hosts community crucial curated list of open access journals. The project defines open access journal as a scientific and scholarly journals, making all their content available for free without delay or user registration requirement, and meeting high quality standards, notably by exercising peer review or editorial quality control. In March 2020, around 40,000 journals were in the database of DOAJ. Then for Indian point of view, we have Indian Citation Index, which is an online bibliographic database containing abstracts and citations from academic journals. Currently, it covers more than 11,000 journals from India, covering scientific, technical, medical, and social science. Also includes the arts and humanities. It provides access to full text of all open access journals and links to the Google Scholar for additional information and provides analytical tools. There are 50 different top level subjects categories like health science, mathematics, computer science and technology, economics and agriculture. These subject categories are further subdivided into second and third level. The procedure where DIVA or the producer or the procedure, sorry, the producer where DIVA Enterprises Private Limited under Make in India project. Then we have the JGate, which is a bibliographic database to access global journal literature as a discovery platform for the research community. It is represented as a website under subscription-based access to a large database of scientific research. It contains abstract citations, full text access for all open access journals and other key details from academic journals by covering 55 million index articles, 50,000 journals from over 60,000 publishers. It gives two types of quality measures for each title. Those are H index and science major journal rank. Then we have Gesture. It is a digital library founded in 1995. Originally containing a digitized back issue of academic journals, it now encompasses books and other primary sources as well. The current issues of journals. It provides full text sources of almost 2,000 journals. It has access in more than 160 countries, that is more than 75% of the world. Most access is by subscription, but some of the sites public domain are open and free of charge. Gesture is licensed mainly to academic institutions, public libraries, research institutions, museums and schools. More than 7,000 institutions in more than 150 countries have the access of Gesture. So one can think of as your research center have the access of Gesture, then you can have lots of opportunities to get the available papers which are there without free of charge. Then we have the Mendeley. It's a company based in London, UK, which provides products and services for the academic researchers only. It is the most known for the reference manager, which is used to manage and share research papers and generate bibliographies for scholarly articles. Then we have My Science Work. It's a build tool to help institutions and R&D companies increase and measure the impact of their research work with the value of open access in mind. More than 70 publications and 12 million patents online are uploaded on My Science Work. If publications are not available in open access, researchers are able to find it on the publisher's website. So you can note down this one, that if publications are not available in open access, researchers are able to find it on the publisher's website. It is an open source repository that helps the research and communications of researchers at the service of scientific institutions. More than 2,500 scientific database catalog, over 31 million research publications available online, and 20 million are open access with PDF download available, and 10 million are priced for individual purchase from scientific publications, publishers. Then we have Web of Science. Is described as a unifying research tool which enables the user to acquire, analyze and disseminate database information in a timely manner. More than 90 millions of record has been repository in Web of Science with more impact, influence, timelessness, peer-reviewed and geographic representation towards the research. Then we have the most important for the publication point of view, that is generally in science and technology, the paper is Scopus indexed or not. It gives the level of that paper also. So Scopus is Elsewhere's abstract and citation database. It launches in 2004. It covers nearly 36,377 titles from approximately 11,000 publishers, out of which 34,000 are peer-reviewed journals in top-level subjects like life science, social science, physical science, and health science. It covers three types of sources: book series, journals, and trade journals. All the journals covered in Scopus database, regardless of who they are published under, are reviewed each year to ensure high quality standards are maintained. That's why if the publications are there in Scopus Index Journal, it gives the quality of your research paper also. So search in Scopus also incorporates searches of patent database. Then we have ZMath for mathematics research students, which is a major international reviewing service providing review and abstract for articles in pure and applied mathematics. Having office in Berlin, Germany. Its first entry is from 1755. So you can think of as a mathematical paper from 1755 onwards. So those who are interested in history of mathematics also, they can go to this website. Abstracting service provides review also of current articles, conference papers, books, and other publications in mathematics, its application and related areas. So these are all, as a my point of view, the important web pages for the research student, that every research student should know, that these are useful for them to have the research in the field of their whatever the field, whether it is arts, humanities, social science, science and technology, or maybe the today's area, that is artificial intelligence, machine learning. These all are very much important for them, so that they can go in a smooth manner for their research, and it will be helpful to them to get the knowledge as well as the ideas from these papers from the websites which are uploading day by day. Thank you very much.